lost my pen. Here it is. There it is. Okay. Well. What do we got here? Anybody around? Maybe somebody, maybe not. Well, actually, what I want to do is I got a message today from one of the members on Let's Go Help. That's a Facebook group, a closed Facebook group. And what they said, here's what he said. I've been searching for 2.5 months. He's been searching for a small, simple little grant for a business, a small, simple business that he's been trying to start for 2 months, and he can't find any grants. And I understand. And it's a very complicated kind of thing. I know it's a simple question, but unfortunately, the answer is complicated. Because I know I'm part to blame for that. People, see me and I talk about grants and the money that's out there and things like that. And so you say, I'll go look for one. But see, when you get looking for one, it really becomes a different question. And maybe you don't want to do this. And anybody who feels misrepresented or something, I always give you back your money for anything. But the money is out there. The help is out there. There's a couple of things going on. You have something in your mind that you want to do, and you think that this money will solve the problem, and may or may not. And then you think you know what they call the money, and then may or may not. So number one, there are a lot of grants. Now the grants for businesses, though, it's not going to be at the SBA. It's not going to be in normal places. It's either going to be nonprofit organizations, state and local governments, county governments. And they're small, they're big, there's for certain things. You want to sell your goods overseas, you want to train people, or if you hire people, you get extra grants, grants to work on inventions. If you're in a small town, I mean, it's all kinds of things. But also what's available, other things that they don't even call grants. So that's what you're missing. How about contracts? If somebody gives you a contract and they buy $50,000 of your stuff before you even in business, well, that's better than a grant, right? But we don't know that. See, what happens is we're looking for something that we think will solve our problems, but the government has all these programs that they have for some other reason. They when they pass these laws, they don't have you in mind at all. They don't have me in mind. They have nobody in mind. And when I talk about these programs, I'm trying to make them inclusive so you understand the system. I'm trying to get you to learn the system. And the best way to take advantage of this is learn what's available and then how you can use that. Okay, and then what you have to do is use your creativity to see how the government's trying to solve one problem, and like now there's a woman I just talked to. I think I'll help her because there's if you have a car, you could drive people to make doctor's appointments. Okay. And you get a $10,000 grant or a piece of business, and that's not a grant, that's money as a business person. All you need is a car, and you got that business going, right? So how do you know that? But see, if you don't need that, you say, I got to start this business, I need $50,000 for that, and $10,000 for that, and everything. And then you go to an accountant, you go to the lawyer, and they'll say, yes, you need all that kind of stuff. No, the only thing you need for business is a customer. Forget about everything else. And see, the government will actually even help you with that. See, because there's a lot of free services, free legal help, free tax counseling help, free marketing help, free publicity help, free everything, And then there's other ways on the internet to sell things and get money before you even have a product, And that's what I'm trying to teach people about, what to do. So I'm sorry that if you're frustration, you can't do it, but I think it's still, it's sort of like, I can't guarantee that somebody will go out with you if you're looking for a date. All I could do is say, hey, here's where people hang out who are looking to go out at night. And then you have to ask them and see if you get the money or not. And truthfully, if you're just using the internet, you'll never get anything because it just won't. I mean, your chances of finding things by just using the internet and evaluating everything you're going to apply to only by the internet is wrong. I think that is the worst thing you could do. You'll never find anything. What you have to do is go to the possibilities. In other words, you go to your local office that wants businesses to be started, and you don't tell them you want $10,000 to start a business. You don't tell them you want a grant. No, you don't tell them what you want. Hey, you just say, I want to start a business. How can you help me? Okay. That's all you have to do. Don't do anything else. And you listen. See these things on our side here? These things here. So you got to use these things. These are the things because you got to listen. And how can you take advantage of what they're trying to tell you they have? And you may not be today, but it may be tomorrow. You take that home and digest it, and you talk to somebody else. And see, the other thing you have to do when you talk to these people is ask them, okay, well, if you don't have the help I need, or what's another way to do it? And they're going to tell you some stuff that may or may not be useful or anything. Remember, every place I tell you to go to or whatever may or may not be good. I don't know. And you don't know what's good for you. It's like, oh, date my cousin. She wants to get married, Jim. You guys have worked that out if that makes sense for both of you, right? And that's what getting this information is like too. So it's really what I do is show you sources of possibilities. Now, the important thing is that you go through those possibilities. You go through those sources. I think that's the only way to get your mind into something that you want to do, because then you'll start seeing other ways to do it. You go to meetup groups then that are starting small businesses. How do other people do this? It's easy. You may not even need money. You think you need money to start a business, but there's ways to do it without money. And that's what I'm trying to get people to expand their business. You just need a customer, and then you go get the thing made when you have a customer or whatever it is, and you worry about that then. So, and that's hard to explain in an advertisement or whatever. Look, I've already babbled for 6-7 minutes here talking about this stuff. So I apologize if I make this sound easy. Nothing is easy, and that's why I think it's important when you do something in life, you put your heart into it, because you're going to get over the hurdles more. If your heart's not in it, one roadblock, and you're going to be out of there, right? Would you be part of a Facebook group? Would you I said I went back to the foundation today, and they joined GuideStar and Foundation. The name is GrantSpace. Oh, the foundation, the same name is GrantSpace is what the foundation calls that database. Great. Oh, thanks, Maria. Oh, Maria, yeah, I think I just gave you a lot of answers today, too, to something. Yeah. Oh, that's great. So I just want to get that off my chest so people know about that. And that's how to do this, and that's what Let's Go Help is. I give you a bunch of sources, and I don't give you all the sources. You start with the stuff that are, maybe the most possible, and that may or may not help. And one of my lights went out. Hold on, let me get a battery. And so if that doesn't work, then we have other sources. There's always other ways. I mean, the key to life is not, if you think there's a magic answer, you're probably not going to do a whole lot, because that rarely happens. Once in a while it does, maybe it is. And it's through trial and error, and mainly you have to go out and fail. And if you're not willing to go out and fail, it probably won't happen. And so you might as well get used to it. None of us are that smart to have one place to go and all our problems to solve. So get dug in for the long run. We're living longer than ever in this world. So start having fun failing because I've written 100 books and only 10 made money. So I know my track record for failing. And this is what I think about 24 hours a day. So you get some harebrained idea like I do. And actually the last 5 or 6 years, I must have tried 1,000 things that didn't work, in trying to market the business. But I'm getting real close now. Yeah. And that's it. And what the hell better do you have to do? Sit around and do nothing or complain and bitch? No, it's fun. It's fun doing something you like to do. And that's why you have to use your heart. That's why I'm getting my new suits are coming in. I just found out they sent them from Vietnam yesterday. So it'll take about a week or something. Because if your heart's not in it, man, you're going to give up too easy. Same way like a personal relationship. If your heart's not in it, they start squeezing the toothpaste in the middle, that pisses you off. I'm out of here, right? And your heart has to be in it for you to stay long enough to figure it out. Look at all the idiots that run things in this country, even our country. Right? It doesn't take a mental genius. It takes somebody who really wants to do it, and is going to hang in there long enough to figure it out, even if they don't figure it out. Correct. Success is measured by how well you can take failure and move forward. Yeah, it all happens to everybody, man. I don't know. I want to have Failure magazine. Yeah. Hey, man, is there a husband and wife membership? Husband and wife, I use the one membership. I won't know the difference, Kevin. It doesn't matter. Just use your name and we get them both on, or her name. You quit 1 month and join on her name the next month or whatever. And help friends. That's what I do, is help your loved ones, your family, people think of what they need help with. And just ask me, let me send you a website that may be able to help them. And again, it's maybe this will help, but it's the best possible. After studying this 50 years, I don't think there's anybody in this country that could give you the best maybes. That's what it is. I give the best maybes, not babies, maybes. So come to me for a maybe. And that's what it is. But all of life is maybes. If there was a guarantee, life would be pretty boring. Right? It would be awfully boring if it was a guarantee. It was going to happen every day. That's why we get bored at work. I think we know what's going to happen. It was just like yesterday. Man, I have no idea what's going to happen. And it's fun having a little garden. That's why little business. Start something small now that you think you could make money at someday, and you think that you're good at, that you could help other people do. You like fishing, then share that experience. You like fishing. I remember helping somebody who liked going through the international waterways, and I would teach him how to make money doing that. There's always ways to do something. You could, like Airbnb, what they have is an adventure thing now. But if you have a little, like a tour, like you like drinking at night, going to pubs. Well, you could be a pub guy now on Airbnb. So you put your little service there, and people come to town. Yeah, I'd like to cover the best 10 pubs, in Milwaukee, whatever. And you charge $100 or whatever it is a person or whatever. You take 7 people around. That's, $500 you made. And they do all the marketing, they do all the payments, and they do everything. So that's another way, to make money. See, there's so many ways to do that. I finished my memoir. Wow, cool. I'm sending it to the mail tomorrow. I'm sending it in the mail. Oh, you have a publisher to send to? There's some websites that help with self-publishing books to find agents and things. So it'd take about 3 months for the nonprofit to be completely set up. Oh, Maria, do you need, so you decided on a nonprofit. Okay, well, whatever. I mean, I don't know what's best for anybody. I could just try to show you more options and think of other things. I think, to me, one of the ground rules is try to spend as little money as possible until you know where money is. So the faster you could go and find customers or sources of money before you invest in anything, whether it's LLCs, whether it's lawyers, whether it's accountants, whether it's furniture, anything. There are any grants for real estate agents. Well, the real estate grants I know where people want to buy property and fix up property. The grants for real estate agents, if you want to, find sources of income while you're, in the slow times, because I hear the market's getting a little tight again. That's available, and there's something different. So you won't find like, okay, money for real estate agents. No, you never will find that. Good and God appeal. How do you file for starting a nonprofit? Well, that's at the state. I wouldn't worry about that. I'd worry about more how you're going to start a nonprofit, what kind of nonprofit it's going to be. And to find out, think of the problems that you have. Like if you want to help children or something like that, then go to 211 and see what kind of nonprofits there are now helping children. Okay, and you go and volunteer for one. To see what they're doing, where they get the money from, or whatever. Who's giving away money for what? That's what you want to know. See, and you got to learn that system. Thank you, Mr. Leonard. And so that's what I mean. Instead of you deciding what the world needs and going out and look for money for it, no, you go back and you start with general idea. Hey, this is the area I like to solve problems in, and what are people buying? what are people giving money for? Yeah. How about money for starting a business to bid on government contracts? Wow. Well, all you need is time to do that. PTAC is an organization that helps you find out about how to get government contracts. That's what they do. They even grant money to do that there too. So that's a good place to learn for free about that system. And most agencies have their own little staff that helps small businesses learn that. It sounds like to go bid on government contracts, you just need living money. And that's a different kettle of fish. What I would do is go to the gig economy. I'll send you a report that shows you all the ways to make money for free and doing little gigs on the internet. I got a big source of that, and that's a way to make that extra income. Yes, how do you bid for government contracts? Yes, Maria, a good place to start is PTAC, P-T-A-C. And I guess it's .org or maybe it's .gov, I forget. But ask me on Let's Go Help. So go in the discussion, Let's Go Help. Tell me you want to get a government contract. I forget what kind of help you're doing, Maria. Is that veterans or where are you? What are you doing? I asked her so many questions. I remember your name very well though. Are you Florida? Is that where you are, Maria? Florida? I forget. But ask me there. I'll show you stores. There's a lot of help for getting that. And actually, government contracts could almost like getting a grant from the government or a contract. That's why it may be contracts and not a grant. So you don't have to be a nonprofit. That's why I wouldn't be a nonprofit until you really see and investigated sources of money for what you want to do. And then it looks like most of the sources are nonprofits and not contracts and grants. I mean, that most of it are from nonprofits and grants or government and grants only to nonprofits. Then you want to be a nonprofit. But if you could be a company and get a contract doing the same thing, then it costs a lot more to become a nonprofit than it does a company or an individual, whatever. PTAC, not PAK, PAC, TPAC, you have PTAC, TPAC, TPAC. I'm pretty sure, and that's right. I even have videos of these people. I've interviewed people who run these PTAC offices at the local level, and I'll be happy to send you all that kind of information. I got a little report. I'll send it to you. No problem. What if you need a grant or loan that would be enough to completely rebuild an unsafe home? Yes, that's possible there. I mean, that's worth looking for. I would think so. You found it. What did you find, Willed? Oh, Peter. Oh, you found it. What is it? Put the URL there. Adam Carney. USDA is a possibility. Yeah, I mean, they even take homes away and give you an old one. They're very unusual, but it's happened. Yeah, and that's why you gotta look. And to tell you the truth, what happens when you start looking, you'll find something that you didn't even know you should ask for. Yeah, you'll find more stuff, and that's why. If you're looking for something, you have to get on the telephone. You have to use the phone. Email people individually. That's the second worst or best. And but just reading stuff, read stuff on the internet, but then just call. Does this mean that? That mean that? What do you? Don't ask me because everything is different, and the people who give out the money are the only people with the right answer. I'm not, because I don't give out the money. I'm just guessing. Yeah. So you don't want some idiot like me who's guessing. You want to go to the horse's mouth. Who's giving out that money? And that's who you want to talk to and get those questions asked. And the most important thing about that is that they'll tell you other sources. That's where you get the real good stuff. All the time when I did research, I still do all the time. You get the good stuff by talking to people. It's too easy just to say, oh, it's not there. There's nothing there for me. And then I get people say, oh, you have to be this, you have to be that. Maybe, maybe not. But you have to try. That's what the thing you really have to do. You have to try. Listen, guys, I'm exhausted. I just want to get that idea out about, you can't find grants for business and what to do with that. There's lots of money and help and all kinds of things to start almost any kind of business. You may have to be flexible, and that's why you find out what's there and how you can use it and how you may have to change your idea somewhere. Where can I find the best government contracts? There's no such thing. It's what's best for you. That's what you have to look. Government contracts come in a lot of flavors. There's federal, state, local, and even county. And that's it. I'm 53, disabled, and my benefits have been terminated. Wow, no children at home, no income since January. Ooh, I live in Texas and need emergency assistance ASAP. Any ideas? Yes. Here's a place to go. I have something set up. You could download a place for emergency money. I got about 5 or 6 places anywhere in the country. And you go to www.freelesco.com/emergency-cash. And all those organizations in there, you make an appointment, you call them and see, just tell them, don't tell them you need money right away, tell them you have financial problems and you wonder if they could help. That's what you want to do. You have financial problems and you want to know if they can help. So when you call all those organizations I give you, that's what you want to say. You don't want to say anything, I need $50,000 in cash. No, because then you just sound like a gold digger. I'm trying to start a oddity shop. Any grants for that? Maybe, maybe not. But you start that with an idea. Then you go locally and find out what kind of places are available to do that, because they have like the grants for making your shop look nice, and most every city has this. You get 5, 10 grand, something like that, and that's to make it nice. Now, how would you know to ask for that? You don't. You're looking for something else, and you'll never find it. I'm in Texas, also. I think they keep the money. They always say it's no money. Well, a lot of people do that. It doesn't matter what they say. You keep going. That means that person. And that's why don't just say you have financial problems. Don't say you need money, okay? Because then you're opening up the window a little wider for other kinds of things that come out. That's what you have to do. If you're too narrow, they'll say, oh, we don't have grants, but they have something else. They'll take your bills and pay them for you. It's not a grant, but you don't have the bill anymore. So that's, you have, it's funny, but it's jargon. You don't know what to say. You're trying to think of what they know and all. It's hard and it is difficult. New York City. Oh, you're in New York City, Maria. Yeah. Oh, I think I remember you now. Yeah, but I sent you a lot of stuff today, didn't I, Maria? I forget. Oh, God, I am getting so goddamn old. I keep forgetting so much stuff. It's fun. It doesn't bother me. That's what I think. People were worried about people with dementia. How do you know what they're feeling? I just get angry like I get. Hi, yes, Stephen. Nice to talk to you. But it's fun world out there, but you got to keep smiling, to take advantage of it because it's going to beat you up every day. It's going to beat you. Started taking classes with the SBDC. Will they help? Greg, I don't know. You don't know either. But if you do nothing, nothing will happen. So that for sure. So do something. Maybe something will happen. Just go, keep learning, see what the hell it is. Start using the tools. There's so much shit out there. Nobody knows what's going on. Yeah. So you pick up little pieces that mean something to you and you don't know. Just start putting together stuff and seeing what happens. Trying things, failing, fail again. Then try something else again. Then fail again. Nobody cares. Any grants to pay off your IRS debt? Yes, from the IRS. If you, I think I even have a free download on that. free.lesco.com/IRS debt. Yeah, try that. And then also, Let's Go Help. You want to join? I'll send you that report for free too. Oh, well, it's actually free there too, but freeletsgo.com/let'sgo. Oh. Yeah, that's $19 a month. Ask me questions like this, but here I just give you ideas and sources. There I give you links. So any question you have, I give you a link to a free source of money. Whether you get the money or not, I can't control. But the sources I give you are people that give out money for that. Now whether you get it or not, I can't guarantee any of that. Programs for paying personal loan debt. Yes and no. I mean, what's more important, I think they have is way to get that reduced. And there's free consultants out there to do it. And then there's a lot of other programs that to give you money to pay for other things you don't have to pay for, then it frees it up to pay for debt. But how to negotiate with these people to get that debt down. Any ideas where I can get money to start a business? Yes. I'll show you 150 of them in your city. And that's what's there. That's the custom reports I do. To get you started, it's probably better to go because the reports are like $80 that I'll do, and I'll show you every source of possible funds for any kind of business where you live. But if you join Let's Go Help for $20, I'll keep feeding you stuff and showing you where to go. And what happens, though, is that your first idea for what you need money for in that business will change as you start seeing what the world has to offer. If you're forgetting stuff, you should try lion's mane mushroom, brother. Yeah, I got my son and his significant other are into mushrooms. Thank you, Mr. Lesko. You bet, Jackie. I really need help and I want to join. Great, Jackie. I'll be here 20 more years. I'm looking to do this for 20 years. I think I'm running out of juice on one of my computers here. I got nothing to do, and I look I'm finding other people to do. I love what I'm doing now. It's so much better than when I was selling millions of books because this is actually helping people. Before, the person buying the books, I didn't know them. I'm just guessing or whatever. Now helping one-on-one, it's sort of like doctors that see you, and they're treating a disease. You're just nothing. You're not a person. But the doctors who see you as a person, and that's the nice relationship. And that's why we could all do that now. Start little businesses where people are persons and you help people with problems they have because you spend your life studying the answers to the problem. So you're the expert at it and people pay for that kind of stuff. How much do I have to pay for your services? $19.95. That gives you a whole month's worth. You can ask me 100 questions a day. And then if you like, you can stay the next month, same thing. I'm in Chicago. I am a paid member. Do you have help here? I'll show you where it is. Just tell me, Angela, what you need. Go to, see when you join Let's Go Help, you have to go to this Facebook. The Facebook group is facebook.com/groups/Let's Go Help. But only after you paid your money, because there we check out, you have to ask for access. And when you ask for access, then we go check out your subscription or whatever it is, and then we say okay. Then you find out you come back and you say, hey, I am okay now, and you ask away. And we got training videos there. We have other people that help you. The members are helping each other now too. Here's where you want to how to pay. It's free. .letsgo.com/groups. Let's go help. Maria, what kind of nonprofit was that? You helping kids? I forget. I'm in Chicago. Where do I pay? That's where. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Let's see. Hello, Matthew. I've been watching you for years and love to see you going on. Still remember the first time I saw you on the Donahue Show. Wow. And late night. Looking for a grant and loan to start gaming indie company. Gaming indie company. Well, there's lots of ways to do that. If you remember, I said like the best places to start. Okay, they may or may not work. Then you come back. Okay, let's take it to another level. And what else? I mean, that's on the $20 thing, and I think that's even more efficient because otherwise, if you buy a report for like $80, I send you a report and give you 150 places, and whatever. There's just a lot of ways. And then I think what happens when you start slowly and start getting feedback, you need feedback from people, not friends and family, but feedback from people giving money, and that's the important thing to do it. So, okay, guys, gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed. Okay. Thank you so much. And I appreciate your kind words. It's a wonderful gift to give somebody kind words. We don't get that much, none of us in our lives. So you want to say something kind to people, do it because people will appreciate that. Thank you.